What if I told you that the life you're living right now might not actually be yours? And worse, what if you're stuck in the wrong timeline, a parallel version of your existence where you're just surviving, not really living? Sounds crazy, right? But listen, the reality you call my life might just be the result of decisions made on autopilot, decisions that have pulled you away from your original path. The scariest part? This is more common than you think, and most people don't even realize they're living in a silent, energetic detour. Have you ever felt like something is out of place, even when everything seems normal? As if your soul knows there's something greater waiting for you, but your body hasn't gotten the memo yet? That invisible discomfort is the universe trying to nudge you. It's not bad luck, it's not fatigue, it's a vibrational mismatch. And today, you're going to understand, once and for all, why this happens, and what you need to do right now to escape this distorted timeline and realign with the most powerful version of who you were born to be. This video isn't about positive thinking or glitter-coated law of attraction. It's about vibrational science applied with consciousness. It's about identifying the exact moment you got off track and turning the key that changes everything. Get ready, because in the next few moments, you'll uncover the invisible signs, the silent choices, and the practical codes that will help you access your quantum leap. And no, this isn't something you can put off, because every second you stay on the wrong timeline costs more than you can imagine. You know that strange feeling of living on autopilot, as if the days are passing but nothing's really changing? That might be one of the first signs that you're stuck in the wrong timeline. It doesn't scream. In fact, it's quiet, subtle, even a little too comfortable. Apathy, unexplained fatigue, a sense of emptiness even in the middle of success. If any of this sounds familiar, your vibrational field might be misaligned from the path your soul truly wants to follow. People who are stuck in this energetic detour often live in repetitive cycles. Even if they change cities, jobs, or relationships, the same patterns keep showing up. They try to fix in the external world what can only be healed from within. And the problem persists. It's like watching the same movie with different actors. That's where realignment becomes essential. You can't escape a loop if you don't even realize you're in one. A simple example: imagine someone who always ends up with partners that make them feel not good enough. They think it's just bad luck in love, but it's actually a vibrational reflection of their current timeline. The first step to getting out of that: observe, map your patterns. Write down the last 5 major challenges you faced and look for common themes. That'll show you where the leak is. And once you see it, you'll begin to understand how we escape the wrong timeline, or unknowingly stay trapped in it. A lot of people believe they're in control of their lives just because they make rational, calculated, safe decisions. But what if I told you that this logic is exactly what's keeping you stuck in the place you most want to leave? The wrong timeline feeds on false security. When you choose a job for the paycheck, a partner for convenience, or the easy route just to avoid disappointing others, you create a parallel path, one that feels predictable but never expansive. These decisions, almost always made on autopilot, may seem harmless at first, but they create a vibrational pattern rooted in fear. Fear of losing, fear of failing, fear of being judged. And where there's fear, there's no room for a quantum leap. It's like trying to run with an anchor tied to your ankle. Every choice that ignores your intuition realigns your frequency with a reality that isn't truly yours. And without realizing it, you escape the right timeline, but in the wrong direction. A clear example: think of someone who hated their college major but finished it anyway to avoid wasting time. Today, that person works in a job that drains their energy and soul. They're not unhappy by accident. They're harvesting the results of micro-decisions based on survival, not expansion. Escaping that takes courage. And the first step might seem small, but it's powerful. Question the next automatic choice you make. Ask yourself, does this expand me or shrink me? The answer never lies, and it prepares you for what comes next. The biggest trap keeping us stuck in the wrong timeline is believing that only big decisions change everything. But the truth is the opposite. It's the micro choices we make every day. What you think about when you wake up, how you react to setbacks, what you consume online, what you silently tolerate, that determine which timeline you're moving toward. And if those decisions are made unconsciously, you'll keep reinforcing the same vibrational field day after day. A true quantum leap begins with what seems small, swapping 5 minutes of scrolling on your phone for 5 minutes of stillness with your eyes closed, trading a shallow conversation for a voice note of affirmations, replacing "I don't have time" with "I'll make this a priority." These choices are like tiny levers that shift the direction of the ship. The course doesn't change with a storm, but with a subtle shift made in the present moment. And that is the real realignment. Want a practical example? If you usually start your day in a rush, try waking up 10 minutes earlier and writing down, by hand, 3 intentions for your day. Do it for 7 days. It may seem too simple to work, but that's where the secret lies. The universe doesn't respond to complexity. It responds to vibrational clarity. And when your energy begins to shift, you escape that timeline where everything felt heavy and start sensing the subtle movement of a new reality approaching. When you realize you're stuck in the wrong timeline, positive thinking alone isn't enough. You need to shift your vibration now. It's like trying to change the course of a river with a cup of water. You need something more direct, more intentional. That's where rituals, silent moments, and energetic codes come in, tools that realign your frequency with the right timeline. They're simple, yet powerful practices that activate your energy field almost instantly. Want a starting point? Grab a white candle, a glass of water, and a piece of paper. Write down everything you feel needs to be released. Light the candle, take a deep breath, and read what you wrote out loud. Then tear the paper and throw it away. This signals to the universe that you're closing that vibrational cycle. These kinds of rituals, combined with moments of deep silence, no music, no phone, no distractions, create space for intuitive downloads and alignment codes that only arrive when the mind is still. Another powerful practice: listen to mantras or 432 Hz frequencies while you sleep and write the phrase, "I am ready for my quantum leap," 33 times. Simple, direct, and effective. These actions are anchors. They pull you out of mental chaos and bring you back into alignment with your truth. You don't have to understand everything logically. You have to feel it. And when you start feeling it, something curious happens. Reality begins to respond, as if whispering your next step toward the quantum leap. Most people expect a huge movie-like sign to realize they're shifting timelines. But the quantum leap rarely comes with fireworks. It shows up as a strange lightness for no reason, a weird déjà vu, an insane synchronicity that makes you look at the ceiling and say, "Wait, this can't just be a coincidence." These are the signs, subtle but unmistakable, that you're crossing the threshold between timelines. Have you ever felt like everything was aligned, even though nothing had changed on the outside? That's the universe saying, "Hold steady, you're crossing." The problem is, most people start doubting at that exact moment. They feel the energetic shift, but revert to old patterns out of fear or lack of confirmation. And that's the danger. If you stop believing halfway through the crossing, you slip out of the right timeline and back into the loop. And it happens more often than you think. So how do you stay anchored when the shift begins? The answer is simple. Trust the micro miracles. That message that comes at the exact right moment. That repeating number. That idea that hits you in the shower. Write those things down. Cherish those codes. A quantum leap isn't sustained by logic. It's held up by vibrational faith. And the more you recognize those signs, the more solid the new timeline becomes, which, spoiler alert, has been waiting for you for a long time. Now tell me, how many times have you felt you were on the wrong path, but kept going anyway? How many opportunities have you let pass because you thought it's not the right time? And what if this video is the push the universe is giving you, so you can finally escape the wrong timeline? Maybe everything you heard here wasn't just coincidence. Maybe, just maybe, this is the realignment your soul has been silently asking for years. So, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Let it fade like just another piece of content, or actually apply one of the tools I shared with you today? Will you stay a prisoner of past decisions, or find the courage to choose differently, even if it's just by an inch? Because here's the truth. The quantum leap doesn't happen by magic. It happens the moment you decide you've had enough, that this reality no longer represents you, that you deserve more than repeating the same patterns. And if you felt that spark inside, that tug in your chest, that flutter in your stomach, that wild urge to change everything, then don't keep it to yourself. Drop a comment below and share your biggest insight. Which ritual are you going to try? What are you letting go of to realign? And of course, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join me on this awakening journey. Because if you made it this far, you're no longer the same person who hit play at the beginning.